Hi again, Alexander. We are reaching the ending days of the environmental conference in Stockholm. So tell me, what are your conclusions and experiences from these days?
Well, firstly, I have to apologize that I didn't have the discipline to check in yesterday. But the last 2 days since we last spoke have been amazing. I spent a lot of time trying to meet as many people as possible, and I was very successful in meeting the most incredible people. I went to a place which was We Don't Have Time. This is Ingmar Rentzhog is the CEO of this, and I had interviewed Ingmar for my film, Headwinds 21, and it was incredible. It was better quality than CNN. The place was pretty much empty, but it looked like it was full all the time. It had CEOs of Alfa Laval and other people, and I met incredible people in sort of the green room where you can have a cup of coffee. I didn't expect to be able to be there because I thought Ingmar might have taken slight offense to having sort of his comments in a film that was challenging the paradigm. But, you know, it was perfectly fine, and I really enjoyed myself meeting people. Then, yesterday, I went together with a journalist from one of the alternative media outlets here in Sweden, and we went, I as his cameraman, to the United Nations meeting itself. And what we did is we tried to register as press, accredited press. We had all the right paperwork and everything, and we got rejected. And the reason that we were rejected is that we were not appropriate media, which was quite interesting and sort of highlighted the hypothesis that we had, that those at the meeting were only invitation only, or people who were known to tell the story. And the story that seems to be coming out of this environmental meeting is that these people are all obsessed with machines. I felt a little bit like I was in a Terminator movie where it was Rise of the Machines. Everyone just spoke about machines will save you this, machines will save nature, machines, 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 and electricity, etc. So that was a bit weird. And Magdalena Andersson, John Kerry, and various other people seemed to be reading from a script, and that was very strange. Then I was also very lucky to be invited to the Raoul Wallenberg Institute. And now I've experienced human rights abuses here in Sweden, and Sweden actually has a very shocking human rights sort of record here within the country. There's lots of abuses against children, adults, access to justice, etc. But to have gotten invited to the Raoul Wallenberg Institute was quite an honor, and it was just random on my phone inbox. So I think I'd signed up for something previous. I got to go there, and I met the special envoy. His name was David Boyd. He was the United Nations Human Rights Commission representative. And I was able to ask a question about enforced disappearances. And enforced disappearances is something that people should really familiarize themselves with, because if we do go into a new world order situation, this is what the government might do to us. And enforced disappearances if the government takes away liberties or literally makes you disappear. And it turns out that Sweden has signed this in 2007 and never ratified it. So actually, the government cannot be held accountable if they take away your liberties or make you disappear. And I drew it to the attention of this High Commissioner guy, and he gave me some random excuse. So it was very interesting, the different forums that I came into. And today, we joined Fridays for Future, which is Greta's movement, their march for the climate, for the planet, people over profit demonstration. And that was incredible. But we went there because we knew that the United Nations and others have been feeding bad information to our young people, and I took great offense to it. So we put up a banner which was just informative, which talked about the fact that the UN had merged with the World Economic Forum, and that was a complete conflict of interest. You can't have the criminals be the courts. And it went down amazing. We had a foil banner with written out in words, lots of people asking questions. We were really polite and really had a good engagement with the young people. There was lots of singing. We also tried to change the angry militant sort of approach to love and to positive sort of things. And then in the end I was able to give Greta a copy of Headwind, which she gave an interview for. And I just tell everyone out there, I've met Greta a few times now, and she's a lovely, lovely person. But I do have concerns that her good-naturedness is being exploited by these people who are obsessed with machines. And so I'm really hopeful that Greta will watch my film and that she might wake up to what's happening generally. But lots of great people. I'm still waiting to see. So luckily, I predicted that there might be some type of an incident today. I was so pleased that there was no incident. Even though One Cuz, this gangster rapper, did perform. He only performed 2 songs. One was this Ed Sheeran, Much of Nothingness song, and he performed one other song which was wholly inappropriate for children. I still don't understand why he was allowed to perform, but Greta did not go up with him, so it wasn't as bad as I feared, and nothing happened. We're still waiting to hear if the Stockholm Declaration was signed or ratified or whatever they do with these declarations, but we will see on Sunday. It's really funny that it turns out that it's actually also the Bilderberg meeting during this time, and it also finishes on Sunday on the 5th. So there's still a little bit of suspense left to see what is the outcome of the Stockholm Plus 50 meeting, but everyone concurs that it was super weird. The fact that China and Russia, I don't believe, even attended, so they couldn't vote on anything. The language was very strange, all of this about machines, no one talking about nature or, humans, it was just about machines. And finally, what comes next? And so I'm going to be using all of the relationships and all of the wonderful people that I met at this event to sort of keep building this knowledge and hope. One guy even told me a story about if you just plant enough trees in the right places, you'll reactivate the global climate system in a way that regreens itself. So the solutions are definitely out there, but they are not machines. Nature is going to be the thing that saves us. So we need to carry on the defense of nature, and hopefully I'll be reporting back over the next weeks and months about how my progress is there as well.
Thank you so much, Alexander.
Thanks.